Hey everyone, Utara Oda here, bringing you back into Destiny. Now, why am I doing this? Because of one reason and one reason only. Solely because I keep seeing people who have trouble with Nightfall strikes. And this is probably, beginner basic knowledge, but sometimes the beginner basic and the first important steps that you miss are the most important. The first tip I can give you with Nightfall strikes is always make sure that you pay attention to the burns, the elements that are going to be happening inside the Nightfall. The reason being, these burns do triple damage. Yeah, I've done the math. It's 3 times as much damage. And here's the problem. It's all aimed at you, and it's all aimed at the enemy. So, why not reverse it around them? Now, another thing is I always notice that people have trouble with the smaller enemies because of the fact that, you have the Nightfall, you have Epic, so everything in their grandmother has a goddamn shield. Pretty soon they're going to just say, fuck it, and Thralls are going to have shields. You're going to hear Dispenser coming up, and then all of a sudden Thralls have shields. Now, the important thing to realize is if you're doing Fallen like this, the elements that you're going to primarily need are Solar and Arc to deal with Captains and Shanks. Fuck Shanks. It's going to be a big bold print. Fuck Shanks right here. Because it doesn't matter who they are the worst enemy in Nightfalls. Now, the reason why I have this set up right here is I'm going to show you the damage comparison between, let's say, the Vision of Confluence and, let's say, the Galeon's Demise. Now, my vision is not fully maxed out, so it'll show you what the solar burn actually looks like. And if you're wondering why I have a friend here to help me, it's just in case some nonsense happens and I get shot in the dick and I need a res. So say hi, Cameron. You're the medic.
What's up, guys?
There you go. Yes, it's another black guy. I know. Basically, what's going to end up happening is I'm just going to bypass all these enemies, assuming, God willing. And I'm also a defender because I like the force barrier and so on and so forth, and I can take a lot more punishment than if I was on my striker. Plus, bubble is love, bubble is life. Alright, what we gotta do here is I'm just going to run up here, and I'm going to do just a single shot damage on a regular goblin. Let's see here. 797, and that's not even a crit, and this is not a fully maxed out scout rifle. I'm going to switch to Galeons real quick, assuming my inventory wants to load. And, alright, let's see here. What we got? Is I still alive? Okay. 408 with the Galeons. I would have to actually get a single crit in order for it to actually do more damage than a base one. So if you have any raid gear, upgraded, maxed, or not, whether it be the Oversoul Edict, the Atheon's Epilogue, or the Vision of Confluence. Let's go run with the Atheons. This thing is a fucking spitball shooter. But it'll still take them out faster than if you have a normal weapon. So it doesn't matter what you have. You will do massive damage as long as it has an element on it. Now, one thing that you can do is you can have one of each element, which is what I usually do. I have, let's say, I have an Arc. Wait, you know what? Let's just do that. Void, Arc, and then a Solar Sniper. That way you have all 3, and you don't have to worry about shields. Simple as day. Now, the important thing to remember is if all 3 burns are on, you will take massive damage from everything. If they so much as look at you, you lose half your health, because the sphere of damage is real. What will end up happening now is I'm going to... Is this clear yet? No? Okay. Well, the Fallen got fucked up, so that's a good thing. 8, 9... So, as you can see, it doesn't matter. This is only a legendary sniper. This is not anything... Who's this person? Oh, right, they made the thingy a playlist. But what ends up happening is you don't have to worry too much about it. So, as you can see, I'm just using a normal pulse rifle and I'm doing 908 damage, and that's without a crit. So that's the one thing. And if you have all 3 burns, what that means for you is that all enemies can be stunned. And that's a miracle in of itself, because that means that the frickin' boss will stagger. So you can just play it like a normal strike. Now, if you have a friend that is a striker, or if you are a striker yourself, you can be somewhat stupid. And by that I mean you can pretty much just get right up here, and you're going to get shot, and guess what? You now have the bubble of life given. And you can just stand here, wave at them, kind of dance, whatever you want to do. Sit down, taunt them, teabag them, whichever you want to do. So it's not that hard to actually get through with Nightfalls. But just in case you guys are having trouble, I'm going to switch my sniper right quick to my Void. Gonna keep that on, and then I'm gonna equip the Gallahorn. Of course, because, you know, Gallahorn makes everything easier, because Solar Burn. It's probably the best thing known to man. Or Guardians, whichever you want to say. Alright, let's hurry this up a little bit. Yeah, come on! Come on, you motherfucker! Get that fat ass moving!
Effects, they'll be ready.
Why can't you roll like that fucking helium tank?
Well protected.
Alright. Now, I'm just using this as this week's Nightfall because it's easier. You know, I don't want to have to wait. I'll end up getting footage for individual to give you more tips and tricks if you wish for it for different strikes. You let me know in the comment section below. Now, here's a big problem. Minotaurs. But with Void Burn, or just a Void Sniper in general, one shot, one kill. 56-23, 55-90 because I have a last bullet causes more damage. So it was literally a two-shot kill on a Minotaur. Now, if you're facing... Now, here's a little thing. If you're facing Vex, expect Minotaurs and Harpies with shields. That means you need Void and Arc. If you're facing Hive, expect Wizards with Solar Shields, which is a given, but they're increased because of Nightfall. And what ends up happening is also Knights have Arc Shields, so you need Solar and Arc. And then the same goes for Fallen because of Captains and Shanks. So, it's actually not that hard to manipulate or actually come prepared. Also, make sure, for the love of all that is good and holy, you bring Synthesis. Because what ends up happening on Nightfalls is Juggler is a real threat. Whatever weapon you have equipped, no ammo will drop for it. And Heavy's hard to come by anyway. So you would want to have at least 5 or so, give or take. And you should actually do really well. Now, if the bosses can't be staggered, if that's a thing, then what you really want is you would want something of a different nature. You would want maybe perhaps a fusion rifle or something like the Secret Handshake. Why the Secret Handshake? Let me pop a special real quick for you. Come on, reload. Yeah. Alright, what you would want is this, because this fire rate, and plus the recent buff shotguns got in PvE, make them a deadly force to be reckoned with. Now, if anybody ever has any problems with, running forward or actually advancing through things, go ahead and start it, Cameron. Go ahead.
Alright.
Now, if there's anybody that ever has any trouble running through or anything of that nature, what you just should do is you should just take it slower, because if any one enemy's still alive and they ambush you, it's almost game over. But what's going to happen here is there's nothing with shields, is there? Oh, yeah, Minotaurs. Alright. Huzzah!
Guardian down.
As you can clearly tell, you got fucked up. Get good, kid.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus! That scared the ever-living shit out of me. It's like just random goblin. I thought it was a Minotaur, to be honest with you. But if you have the element with the burn, it makes things a lot easier. I already did massive damage to a Minotaur. Here's a Gallahorn shot that'll probably one-shot it. Oh, you teleported. You're a bastard. But as you can see, it's not that hard. Gallahorn makes things easier. If you have this, make sure you have it. But only if they're Solar Burn. Always adapt to the... Where is he? Oh, it's a Sunsinger. We're good. Always adapt to whatever burns there really are. And you'll be fine. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split the video, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and start completing this Nightfall, and when I get to Axor, I will actually cut back here, and you will see it personally. I will catch you guys in just a few minutes. Take care, everyone, and be safe. Also, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to tell you what's going on. It'll make things a lot easier. So, you all be safe, and I will catch you in just a little while. Hang on, I gotta get... You got fucked up! I just rezzed you! You're the medic here. This was not my job. I brought you because you're supposed to res me in case things happen.
Man, I keep getting one-shotted by these hobgoblins.
You get one-shot by knobgoblins because of solar damage. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes. Oh god, panic stopping.